Hi kids, I'm so glad you're here. Today we're going to learn about when God protected Moses, and it comes from the book of Exodus and the book of Numbers. The king of Egypt, called Pharaoh, appointed slave masters over the Israelites. They made the Israelites work hard, and they treated them very badly. The Pharaoh was troubled because the Israelites were in Egypt and they were becoming more numerous and powerful than even the Egyptian people. He worried that the Israelites would join Egypt's enemies and attack Egypt. Therefore, Pharaoh made a plan to destroy the Israelites. He ordered every Israelite baby boy to be killed. Can you believe that? An Israelite couple named Amram and his wife Jochebed had a beautiful baby boy. To protect the baby from Pharaoh's command, Jochebed hid him for 3 months. When she could not hide him any longer, she covered a basket with tar to waterproof it. And then she placed the child in the basket and she set it among the plants growing along the Nile River. The boy's sister Miriam stood nearby to see what would happen to him. When Pharaoh's daughter came to the river to bathe, she noticed the basket and she said to her servant, "Bring that basket to me." Pharaoh's daughter looked inside and she saw the baby crying. She felt sorry for him because she understood that this boy was from an Israelite family. Miriam, who was still watching, hurried to the Pharaoh's daughter. "Should I find someone to help you care for this boy?" she asked. Pharaoh's daughter told her to go and find help. The baby's sister went to Jochebed, her mother, who was also the baby's mother. And Pharaoh's daughter offered to pay Jochebed to care for the baby boy. Jochebed took care of the baby until he was old enough to live with Pharaoh's daughter. Pharaoh's daughter named the boy Moses, which means drawn out of the water. Proverbs 19:21 says, "Many plans are in a person's heart, but the Lord's decree will prevail." There were 2 people in our story today that I think had a very hard time with emotions. When Moses was just a boy, his mother had to send him down the river in a basket. I bet she was so worried about what would happen to her baby. Moses' sister Miriam watched as her brother floated away. I'm sure she was also very worried. Worry is a very real emotion, and it's a hard emotion. We all find ourselves worrying about things. I love our story today because it shows how God can turn our worry into hope. Miriam got to watch her brother being taken out of the basket by a princess. I bet she felt hope when that happened. Then the princess agreed that Miriam could find someone to take care of the baby until he was older. Hope. Moses' own mom was brought to care for Moses. God turned such a hard worry into the hope that only God can provide. Our bracelets this week are green, and they remind us that hope is greater than worry.